What's cool about this map is I feel like it's an accurate breakdown of what the world would look like if the British managed to colonize the entire world. Because as you can see, they control every piece of territory, literally every pixel in every single continent. It's literally all the British Empire. You would think they would have already won the game, but no. Because now, one by one, all of these vassal states, they are about to revolt. In this world, the American Revolution was not successful. We remained New England. Texas became its own little part of the British Empire, not a part of New England. Of course, Canada, already a part of the British Empire up until like recent history, kind of. It's still here, but we also have the North Central American colony as well as Oregon and California. I don't see why the British would have their own Alaska, but okay. They stole away all the colonies from Spain and from Portugal. Brazil is now a British colony. It's interesting because the British already controlled 25% of the entire land area of the world, so some of the stuff remains unchanged. There's still South Africa, there's still Southern Rhodesia and Northern Rhodesia. They have all the way up from Tanzania to Kenya to Sudan to Egypt, which, by the way, if you want your own British colonies, you can head over to makeshift.com for Egypt, Botswana, and Somalia. All of these nations were formerly a part of the British Empire, at least part of them, most of them. Only you can help them gain their independence, so use that first link in the description down below to help them revolt from the British, if you want, or have them become your own colony. Like I said, I feel like it's accurate because actually the only integral, like actual naturalized lands of this United Kingdom are, well, all of the UK, obviously, and then modern day France, all of the lowlands, part of Italy and Spain, but this is a part of their actual stuff. They didn't just allow like the UK to be the only masters of the overlord. They actually took Sardinia away too, and these islands in the Mediterranean. Oh, Gibraltar has been extended. So basically everything else is going to be able to revolt away from this British Empire except for these green lands up here. So they're definitely no pushover, especially because we're going to assume they're going to keep a lot of these vassals under their control. I love that we have also British style flags for all these things. Well, actually, no. Turkey does not have the Union Jack. Romania does, though. Ukraine does. Belarus is, I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh, man, these new, like, oh, the Nordics look so, what a travesty. These Nordic flags, I love the Nordic flags. They look so horrific, though, in this mod. What is this? British Raj looks to be even bigger than normal, taking a little piece of Iran away. However, they did allow Hindu Free State to be its own thing. Of course, that is also vassal. Again, every single land is vassalized under the British Empire. Oh, we actually do have a separated Malay and Singapore. So they did separate those two nations. They kept Indonesia together. They didn't separate anything there. Although we do have, wait, is East Timor? Oh my goodness, East Timor is actually independent. Was that supposed to happen? How is East Timor one of the only nations that didn't join the British Empire? What the hell? Well, I'm going to keep that because that might be fascinating to watch. They had to honor their long friendship with Portugal. They allowed Portugal to grab, I guess, Galicia from Spain. This is a thick boy Portugal. I don't like that flag, but then again, I don't think I'm going to like any of these flags, to be honest. I wonder, like, when these countries revolt, are they going to change flags, or are they going to have to keep that stupid Union Jack in the corner? I like the Union Jack, just to be clear, by itself, but when you throw the Union Jack in the corner and then you make another thing, like when you do this little watermark thing, not a fan of that. The biggest nation, of course, by far is British Russia, then it's British Canada, then it's British West Africa, then British Brazil, then British Australia, which I guess is just called Australia, British China. I'm also noticing these flags. Wow, so we have no United States, basically. Where even is the British Empire? They're actually kind of lower on the list. Why does Sudan just have a normal Union Jack? Anyways, let's go ahead and see as all these British colonies extend and grab up all these sea territories. We're also going to see literally everyone in the entire world, I guess, except East Timor, give their money away to the British. Wait, there's actually there's a couple islands that have resisted the British Empire somehow. I'm not sure how they managed to do this. We have an independent Nauru for now. Well, Tuvalu literally has a Union Jack in the corner, but they're not officially a part of the British Empire. That's crazy. I just want to say I really enjoyed this map. I thought it was really fun. I would love to see this creator that made this mod do something similar for maybe France or Russia as well. Now, the question is, who is going to be the first nation to be independent? Well, first of all, we actually have a country going to war for the first time. It's Nauru versus the Solomon Islands. The Solomon Islands are a part of the British Empire. Yeah, which will be the first vassal state of the British to revolt away successfully? Because there might be someone that does it, but then they die instantly. Why would East Timor declare war on Australia? That seems like the worst idea possible. Well, you know, they've survived, so I give them credit for that at the very least. Yeah, so you're noticing like gold, like so many sums of gold being thrown away to the British. Now here's the thing, the longer the British Empire can keep this up, keep all these colonies, the richer they're going to get, and they might not have a lot of land, but they'll have so much gold they'll be able to wage so much wars to get it back. Who's it gonna be? Okay, we actually have some people going after Mauritius. There it is, the first nation to revolt away is Canada. Of course it's Canada. Actually, I don't know if I should say of course it's Canada, but Canada is one of the biggest nations on earth now. They're gonna have to fight a lot of the British Empire. They're having to fight New England, North Central America, Oregon, and Alaska, all to gain their freedom. Oh, don't forget about Greenland, and then of course the UK themselves, as well as Portugal. Literally surrounded on all sides. Are they gonna be able to do this? They actually might be embarrassed. Their capital is very, very close. Oh, the turning of the tide. Canada is clearly fighting with like a 6 combat efficiency for now, but let's see if they keep that up. Did they just peace out? Wow, Canada literally killed Greenland. They have not got their independence officially yet, and now they do. Canada is the first nation to go independent from the British Empire. Now, the problem is they still have to face literally this entire world. I mean, they can maybe try to fight some of the vassals one by one, but this is not going to be easy. So who is next? Canada is certainly not going to be the only nation that splits away from the British Empire at this point. However, that's going to be a significant less gold that the British will be getting because Canada was one of their biggest colonies they received. Wow, they have 100,000 gold. That's insane. Canada, meanwhile, only has barely 6,000. That's going to be a problem. Now, they got even bigger with their revolution, the Canadian revolution of this world. Ethiopia's declared war on who? Seychelles? Okay, so Seychelles, a lot of island nations are independent. It's kind of funny to think about because the British, if anything, love their random floating islands or rocks in the middle of the ocean. You would have thought they would have gotten all the islands first. And the next revolt has happened. It's actually from California. California went independent. California is fighting 3 different nations at the same time. If they could just hold off, my home state of California, Los Angeles is their capital. They are losing ground, and it looks like California might have just embarrassed themselves. I'm not 100%. They're having to fight Hawaii over here, which Hawaii still rocks this Union Jack flag, even though they are an American state. Wow, they actually... Oh, no, they were forced to stay in the Union. Okay, so California did revolt. They just didn't do it successfully. Honestly, you're lucky to even be around my state of California. That was going to be incredibly embarrassing for a second. Surprisingly, a lot of the islands are still in control. They're still independent. They haven't been taken out. Oh, East Timor, I think, is officially dead, though. We actually have the first alliance. It's Seychelles versus Comoros. I mean, not versus, but they're fighting along side by side with each other. And here's the next revolt from the United Kingdom. It's actually Greece. So Greece is going to have to fight Turkey, Bulgaria, I think Albania, North Macedonia. Oh, wow. And I think Greece might not even... Oh, yeah, Greece didn't even survive this. Oh, but there was a small revolt away, but then they crushed that instantly. Ooh, that's going to be kind of a problem because now the British actually have a part of Istanbul. This is integral. This is in their actual empire itself. It's not a vassal anymore. Canada, once again, is at war. This time, they're actually fighting British Norway over here. They're just fighting over Greenland. Again, California's going to try again, and they're going to just die. Wow, so is it only Canada that's going to be successful, or at least some out of the bigger ones? Why are these smaller ones choosing to do this by themselves? Actually does not seem like a very good idea. Wait, someone else just revolted. There's another state in North America which just died. Oh, but interestingly, revolts are occurring, and California is actually back. And so California revolted from Oregon. Now they're free. So maybe Canada and California are gonna have to team up. Oh, they willfully. I just saw a notification that said the UK released Oregon. They just did that. So I don't know if they did that on purpose. Was that malicious intent? The British know that Oregon's just gonna die instantly. Well, who else are the British gonna release? Are they who else is going to be in the peaceful ranks? Right now, we're just seeing the British Empire lose their grip over North America, but that's it. Now it's Texas, and again, wow, it's just North America. This is kind of crazy. So they're going after British. Oh, this is just New England. I thought it was gonna be called Florida specifically. And Texas is now the 4th territory. Wait, did someone else just revolt too? Texas, I believe, is the 4th territory to gain its independence. Now here goes Finland, and Finland instantly killed 2 nations. I think they killed Sweden and Estonia. There's actually a lot of different revolts happening, and I'm not even keep up. So Georgia just died. They tried, but they were unsuccessful. Oh, now the states are fighting. Texas and California, they just can't put aside their hatred. Here goes Ethiopia. Oh, wow. Ethiopia went to war for their independence, and none of the British vassals decided to help them out. So now we have an independent, nice yellow Ethiopia. They do still have a messed up flag, though. Norway is now fighting for their freedom, and it looks like, well, Norway won. Oh, and the Lapland just became free, and so did Finland. Oh, okay, yeah, so the British Empire is literally collapsing. It's like the Soviet. Oh, what Ethiopia, bro? Can you just beat them up? Denmark now revolted. Denmark was conquered by, wow, yeah, some of these revolts are so pitiful. This feels like 1991 Cold War all over again, the collapse of the Soviet Union, except we're seeing the AI do a pretty good job of keeping it together. Now, Canada's going to be the biggest threat to them, though. What happens if Canada just moves over, marches to Europe, and destroys the UK? Cuts the literal head off the snake. Does everyone just get their independence overnight? Oh, Kenya now just became free. So Kenya destroyed Ethiopia. Now Kenya is a free state. Again, anything that doesn't have the stripes across its name, that is now officially independent. So Lapland is losing a little bit of ground back in continental Europe. We've got a pretty big, oh, Canada's losing some stuff. Atlanta just got, how the hell did Atlanta get independent? Greenland also revolted away. Okay, I think Texas just died. No, that was Atlanta that just died. New York is now independent. Now it's Tanzania that's fighting for their freedom. There needs to be more alliances. Okay, so Tanzania was not successful. Some of these independent nations that revolted away, you obviously need to ally to each other. I think the problem is, yeah, they're kind of fighting amongst each other. Okay, they are allying a little bit. I feel like it's the British Empire that are fueling some of these American cities, I mean, to form their own nation. I bet you it's like the British that are actually causing New York to revolt, and that was Atlanta for a second. Okay, so now Tanzania got their independence. It's now Kenya and Tanzania on the African continent that's free. Well, Ethiopia does still exist, just barely. They might die, though. British Sudan might destroy Kenya. They just got their independence. Oh, now they reverse card it. Now Sudan is free, although, oh, okay, New Asmara. They get their independence, and then they have to fight some of their own revolts. There's 138 nations. I think we started with like 145. Whoa, wait a second. Did Canada... Oh, I was very confused for a second there. Okay, so the stripes, why... Oh, Canada has a puppet now. I was confused for a second. So Canada stole away British Greenland. Finally, a big force had just declared independence, West Africa. And West Africa could easily make this jump across the Mediterranean and start to cause a big threat to the British. West Africa did lose a little bit of territory, but this is a big... Oh, Brazzaville. There's some jokes to be made here from the no internet. I'm not going to do that, though. Look at them now lose their grip on Africa as well. Okay, so Canada lost their puppet, or they integrated their puppet. China, Russia, you guys going to revolt, or you guys just going to sit there? Like, what's going on? It does kind of feel like the British Empire didn't allow one of their colonies to get too big. It's good that they separated them, like China, like Russia, even Canada. They didn't just give Alaska to them. Why would you want to do that? West Africa, they might have established as too big of a colony. This might come to bite them in the butt. They probably should have broken this down a little bit more. Oh, Somaliland is here, but they are now, I don't even know what the heck just happened. Mexico on the front line. Whoa, is Spain now revolting? Spain right here revolting away from the British. They actually destroyed Portugal. Oh, wow, Spain just got their independence, and Spain took a lot of France away. There's another war against the United Kingdom. Oh, wow. Okay, so West Africa did collapse. There's so many revolts that just occurred. Is West Africa going to be... They're still pretty big, though. They might be able to get some of this stuff back, or a lot of it. We need more colors. When people revolt, they got to change colors. They cannot keep using this red. I am colorblind. But we got a very big vassalized Egypt that is still part of the British. Oh, California taking a bunch of land from Canada. There are teams that are forming, obviously the biggest team being the British team. I was going to say the British American team. This is Operation Texas. We have the Kenya Pact, and then there's a small team here. Oh, that's weird. The Spanish are free, but they ended up joining an alliance with the UK. Oh, here we go. Finally, Russia decided to do something. Oh, Russia was forced to stay in the British Empire. They tried to fight for their independence. They're trying it again, actually. Oh, man, they're going to have to fight a lot stronger than that. Yeah, they actually have to take more territory. Who would have thought the British would hold on to Asia as well as they are? They lost a lot of Africa and North America, but that's as much as it is so far. Russia's fighting again for their independence, and they just cannot do it, can they? Again, they were forced to say this is like the third war. West Africa, you doing good, buddy? It does not look it. You look weaker than ever. Wow, we have this very, very big Texas. It's just Texas, California, and Canada left. Oh, and they have a little team that they got going on. And there goes British Raj. While Russia cannot get their independence to save their life, British Raj is now independent. They are nice and orange as the first Asian nation that successfully gained their independence. Damn, so many of these British colonies are literally losing their life by trying to fight for their freedom. We've lost a lot of the British Empire because of that. I feel like there's been more revolts that have been put down and destroyed than anyone getting their independence so far. And that's just making the British more and more powerful. I can't believe the Spanish got their independence and then just decided to go around and ally to the UK right after. Why would you do that? Here we go. Can Ukraine do it? Oh, Ukraine grabbed a bunch of land, but that's not going to be enough. And it's not looking so hot anymore. They're actually losing ground on all sides. And there goes California. So California was destroyed by Texas. Texas basically has all of Mexico, a lot of the US, a lot of little small deaths. I think city-state deaths are happening in Europe. Ooh, the UK have actually expanded into northern Italy. They've expanded their territory, making them a little bit more powerful. I still don't think, even though the UK controls all the world, when everyone revolts, they're not going to be that strong. They still have to find more land somehow. Oh, this Hindi state, Kenya getting a lot bigger, and they've got friends with Sudan and Uganda. West Africa, formerly part of the British Empire, just like Spain, decided to ally to the British Empire. Wow, so they must have been really struggling with a lot of these revolts. Texas Texas is looking thick over here. I gotta say, like halfway through this game already, I am genuinely surprised at how well the British have been able to keep it together. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're really weak. They're losing a lot of things all over the place, but they've been managing to keep a lot of this stuff. This Muslim Free State colony is getting a lot of new territories. They fight Sudan. Oh, is Poland gonna go independent? Yes, oh, that was Germany. Oh, of course Germany got independent. Germany does not want to be a part of the UK. If Russia's not careful, they're gonna get themselves killed if they keep. This is like their 7th revolt. It's crazy. There's too many neighbors that are surrounded by them. Whoa, Romania. Holy crap, Romania. Feels like countries are now struggling even more to get their independence. I wonder if it's because the British now have friends. Oh, there goes Romania. Romania just got their independence. And the Germans are kicking out the British from continental Europe. Oh, Romania just died now. Oh, and the Germans might die next. And then they go around and ally to the British. What is going on with this? At least West Africa is out of this alliance. Oh, now Australia's here. Oh, is Papua New Guinea free too? Australia's free. British Raj really focusing on taking out Iran. Nice job, Uganda. South Africa, what are you gonna do about Rhodesia? Oh, Rhodesia's actually gone. I didn't even notice that. Meanwhile, Australia's approaching Africa. Oh, they had some land taken away for a second there. And Chile's the first South African nation to get their independence. I'm sure those Andes Mountains definitely helped them. Where did the Muslim Free State originate from? This is basically Saudi Arabia, I'm guessing. Chile is getting bigger as they take over a lot of South Argentina. Oh my goodness, China. China, that can't be good. Okay, China just lost Beijing. That's a very big British Raj, even bigger than I ever imagined it could get. Australia's been taking the southern island of New Zealand. West Africa has their own colony now. I don't even know where they got this colony. Maybe it's Madagascar. Oh man, you can really see how much the British Empire has fallen. They have a lot of the northern part of South America, and they have like a big chunk of Asia. To their credit, that's pretty impressive. I completely forgot to check British Israel. Yep, it's here. I wasn't sure if it was called British. I think historically it was called British Palestine or Palatinate or something. Oh, Hungary's dead. They got their independence. They had their independence for a little bit. So now the British Empire is going to begin to land seize, which means they're going to be able to actually seize land from their puppets. This is their time to actually do a little bit of catching up. Oh, wait, where did this come from? From Australia. Now, it's going to make some people mad. That's definitely for sure. You might see more people actually attack the British as they begin to seize land around the world. Their only way they're going to catch up to a nation like, well, British Raj, that's getting really big right now, or Russia, although they have a lot of friends. Biggest nation is still Russia, then it is West Africa, then it's Canada, British Raj. I thought British Raj was bigger than that. Then it's Texas, Brazil, Australia, Mongolia. Mongolia is a big sizey boy. I forgot that Ireland is its own thing even in this game. That's crazy. They did not annex Ireland yet. Are you going to finally do something, Russia? They just cannot escape. Oh man, the Muslim Free State got puppeted again, but now they're actually under West Africa's control. Oh, actually, they're trying to get their independence, and they were successful. They got their freedom. Has the AI began to annex anything just yet? I don't think they've been able to seize any land. I'm not sure how they got over here, though. Where'd they get this? Some of the other AIs are beginning to seize some of their units. Texas is one of them that are seizing puppets. Oh, do we have an independent Argentina? Where did they come from? Somebody big just died over here. Germany got bigger. Oh, the UK is beginning to seize somebody in the north of the Black Sea. They might be going after Kazakhstan. Yeah, so this is the bar they got to fill out to take some chunk of land. South Africa is looking pretty big down here. Brazil is now free, although they lost this war against British Guyana. Oh, and then the UK just seized it, and now they're fighting directly with the Brazilians. What other small little pockets? Yeah, you can see they're starting to gather up land all around the world. They're slowly eating it one by one. Oh, Mongolia just got independence. Here we go, Mongolia. Mongolia is looking pretty big. Oh, Texas and Canada are now fighting. Alaska's been under the British Empire this whole time. The world that has revolted from the British, they still haven't formed a major team. You would think there'd be like a massive non-British Union faction going on. Brazil trying to work their best with Argentina. Oh, Gran Colombia is independent now. It's either go independent or die. That's essentially what all the British colonies are facing right now, because basically people are being puppeted every like 3 seconds, or land is being taken away. Look at them grow more and more here in Russia. Yeah, Russia was never given the opportunity to get their independence. And maybe they will last minute, but I doubt it. Mongolia managed to do it. Oh, they did the impossible for Mongolia. They landed in Japan. Historically, they had a tough time navally invading Japan. And there goes South America once again under British control. Oh, actually, West Africa was the one that puppeted Brazil. I can't tell with all these reds. The UK is the biggest nation on Earth right now. Then it is Texas. Then it is West Africa. Then it's Russia, finally. Russia does not look like it's actually that big. It just looks long and skinny. Ooh, British Raj losing a lot of land. Afghanistan just got its independence. The UK is basically becoming the new de facto Russia. Oh man, the British Raj and Mongolia are not allied to each other. Mongolia and Kazakhstan are allied to each other, but they're not able to fight off the UK. I don't think there's really any puppets left, to be honest. The UK have some puppets, but barely any at this point. Okay, Mongolia, there you go, buddy. Oh, down goes Spain. There's 29 nations left, and there's like massive world wars happening basically every second now. British Raj took over a lot of British Indonesia. If anyone's going to be able to defeat the British, it should be British Raj, right? How many Gandhis did they have there? We need more Gandhis. Revolt away from them peacefully. I think the UK is beginning to get a little bit too big as they take over all of Asia, and they've just got a lot of friends too. Oh, Brazil might be going down. Oh, West Africa's falling, and South Africa got a lot of that. Texas is the closest nation right now to the British's size, but they're still they're a ways away. The Brazilians have been repuppeted. Looks like the Germans might be going down. What the hell happened to Australia? There's only a couple of major resistance movements. It's South Africa, Texas, and the Muslim Free State. 3 very, very different individual groups, but they are united in their efforts to defeat the British Empire, and I don't know how well that's going to go. Oh, and the Muslims have been repuppeted. All right, I guess we shouldn't be surprised by these results. They ended up starting off this game controlling the world, and they're going to finish this game controlling the world, except this time it's all British. Everyone is now officially British. We've replaced the word human, and it's now just British. So if you'd like a happier ending for Egypt, Botswana, and Somalia, then you can help them do that, or you can join whatever. You can join them, help them in their alliance against the British by checking out makeship.com, Botswana, Egypt, and Somalia. This is one of the last chances you're gonna be able to get them, so check that first link in the description down below. See ya. Big thanks to my patrons this month. If you want your name here, check that Patreon link in the description down below. Never change Drew unless you want to. We need a Drew bobblehead figurine. Petition for Drew
Alexander
to
the
make
Terrible,
Hoi 4 ASMR
Connor
Tingles
Pavlik,
version 2.
Frederick Tiblin,
King Bear Hayes,
Lord Track,
Luxembourg Lover,
Miglu the Goat,
Nolan,
Nord Tyrol,
Tamrin,
and William.